What's up guys, welcome to my new video, it's your boy Zoxxx. In this video I'll be talking about top 10 robots in 2021, so believe me, you wanna watch this video guys. I decided to make a new video and to tell you my opinion about best robots in this moment in the game. As I'm playing in Upper Champion League and against best players in this game and clans, we are the first one to test all the stuff and to see changes in the meta, so I want to let you know what pros are using in this moment. I will also include top builds for robots which will appear on the bottom of the screen when we start rolling with this list, and at the end of this video I will also tell you what is my top pick regarding the Titans in this moment and why. But before we start, I want to remind you to consider subscribing to my channel, as it helps me a lot with my channel, and also I'm having lots of content on my channel and I hope some of it you will find interesting. Also, don't forget about giveaways which are rolling on my channel every month, so please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you get notified about new content on my channel and about upcoming giveaways. Like I said, why? Because you never know guys, maybe you will be one of the winners of these cool prizes. So now, when you are subscribed to my channel, let's start rolling with the video. On position number 10, let's start with Hades. The Hades is a medium robot with 1 heavy and 2 light hardpoints. This robot is one of the 3 in Greek Pantheon faction. The Hades ability is named Retribution. Upon activating, Hades deploys an impregnable absorption shield and brings out its built-in kinetic gun. Each shield blocks all damage types with the exception of the Mercury's Hell Drive, Hellburner's Overload, Kid's Toe, Arthur ability Blast Wave, and Shell's ability Atom. During the first half of 6 seconds duration, its shield can absorb damage to increase its built-in weapon damage output up to 100%. With 1 heavy and 2 light hardpoints and its built-in retribution gun, the Hades is effective at mid-range, skirmishing, and close-in engagements. The built-in weapon fires the 3 kinetic projectiles at a range of 500 meters, each one dealing huge damage based on amount of incoming projectiles absorbed by its shield. Hence the Hades cooldown is relatively short. It is harder for enemy robots to sneak up onto it. Weakness: Scorpion robots and robots equipped with Shieldbreaker active module. Recommended weapons for it: Nucleon Quaker, Devastator Scatter, Hornet Magnetar, Calamity Spark, Enemy Ember Blaze, Glory Halo, Volt Gauss, Glacier Rime. Recommended active module: Phase Shift and Quantum Radar. On position number 9, we have a Nightingale. The Nightingale ability is called Air Support. Upon activating, the Nightingale takes flight in stealth mode, gaining a 30% speed boost up to 71.5 km per hour at max speed, along with the ability to heal ally robots below it. After the update 6.8, this robot has been nerfed in speed, and also developer increased its flight attitude, so now while in ability this robot can't capture or hold beacons anymore, and that is the biggest reason this robot has dropped in ranks so much to position number 9. During flight, the Nightingale's weapon fall back and are temporarily unavailable. However, the bot activates a built-in suppression weapon similar to the Riker that automatically fires at manually targeted enemies up to 500 meters away. The suppression gun fires 1 beam every 1.5 seconds and deals very low damage. However, any target hit with it have their weapon damage lowered by 70% for 5 seconds. Weakness: robots equipped with Quantum Radar or Titans equipped with Quantum Sensor can easily take it down. Also is not good for beacons game modes anymore, because while in its ability it can't hold or capture beacons anymore. Recommended weapons for it: Havoc Scatter, Cryo Rime, Igniter Blaze, Atomizer Quaker, Corona Halo, Storm Gust, Storm Halo. Recommended active module: Phase Shift, Healing, Advanced Healing. On position number 8, we have a Typhoon, a fast attack robot capable of temporarily neutralizing the enemy, equipped with unique built-in energy cannons and an improved Aegis energy shield. This is his in-game description. The Typhoon's ability is called Blackout 2.0. It is extremely similar to the Cerberus ability named Blackout, hence the name. Like the Cerberus, the Typhoon's ability is based around 3 cannons mounted on top of its hull, but they have different effects. The first one inflicts an electric magnetic pulse EMP effect, which disables the enemy's ability as well as its active module. The second inflicts lockdown, which prevents the enemy from moving, and the third inflicts suppression, which reduces the enemy's weapon built-in damage by 50%. The effects applied by Blackout 2.0 last for 5 seconds. The Typhoon is an extremely versatile robot, able to fulfill multiple roles. It is best used as a hit-and-run mid-range bot to support Titans and bots engaged against enemies. The Typhoon ability has a built-in Aegis class barrier, a special impregnable shield that blocks all types of weapons including flamethrowers. Recommended weapons for it: Pulsar, Atomizer, Havoc, Scourge, Cryos, Corona, Weber. Recommended active modules: Phase Shift Healing, Advanced Healing, Quantum Radar. On position number 7 we have a Scorpion, a new milestone in the history of teleporting robot saboteurs, an aggressive robot created by Andy Ventures, capable of instantly teleporting behind an enemy, causing panic and destruction, and returning to safely just as quickly. This is his in-game description. Scorpion ability is called Backstab. When activated, the robot teleports behind an enemy, activates resistance of 100 points or 50%, gains a 37% speed boost, and starts firing a built-in weapon that deals damage over time. DOT effect also. If the ability is activated a second time, the robot will teleport back to the point where it originally deactivated its ability. But after the last 6.8 update, these stats have changed, and now Scorpion has only 8 seconds ability duration, which is a big nerf considering that before it had 12% second ability duration, and because of that he has fallen down on my ranks on my top 10 robots list. And I really think that this is there are a lot better options in the game in this moment. It's very good for hunting down Hawk robots, Demeter robots, but is not that effective against shell robots. But if you are plan using it against shell robots, then try using it with cryogenic weapons. This robot is best in combination with its legendary pilot Ash Skarsgård, which gives it stealth for 5 seconds when you activate Scorpion's ability. Weaknesses: Hawk robot built-in weapon, and against Titans weapons because they ignore his resistance. Also, if targeted by corrosion weapons, can easily be killed. Recommended weapons for it: Havoc Scatter, Cryo Rime, Igniter Blaze, Atomizer Quaker, Corona Halo, Storm Gust, Storm Halo. Recommended active module: Phase Shift Healing, Advanced Healing. On position number 6 we have a Blitz. When it was just released, it was a fun robot to run, but not actually a meta robot. But with few buffs, first getting more speed and more HP, and then finally getting the legendary pilot, which gave him at first 90% resistance while his ability is on, and his ability to suppress other robots has brought him to second spot of my list of top 10 robots in 2020. But his legendary pilot skill was actually nerfed two times more after some updates. First it was nerfed from 90% to 80% resistance, and finally recently it was nerfed to 50% resistance. Advantages: during his ability he has 50% resistance if you use with legendary pilot, and also the Blitz ability is called Break-In. Upon activation, the Blitz fires 3 spread shot that decreases the damage dealt by weapons of enemy robots that are hit by 75% for 5 seconds. And the Blitz speed is increased by 100%. It can actually run at 110 km per hour at top speed. The ability lasts for 9 seconds with a 17-second ability cooldown. Weakness: very vulnerable against Titan weapons and against Hawk robot, which ignores robot's resistance. Also, after its ability finishes, he is very vulnerable because of its relatively low HP. Recommended weapons for it: Magnetar, Quaker, Shredder, Rhymes, Spark, Blaze, Halos. Recommended active module: Phase Shift Healing, Advanced Healing. On position number 5 we have a Fortress. Yeah, Fenrir. On position number 5 we have a Fenrir. It's a real walking fortress, guys. A well-protected robot that can switch between modes to increase either its mobility or combat efficiency. The Fenrir is a medium robot with 2 heavy and 2 medium hard points. Fenrir is one of the 3 robots in Ragnarok squad. Fenrir ability is called Shapeshift and features 2 modes, ability mode and defensive mode. In ability mode, the Fenrir gains a speed boost and Aegis class shield. However, its heavy weapon falls back and cannot be fired. In defensive mode, the Fenrir loses the Aegis shield and speed boost and deploys the heavy weapon and receives 50% damage resistance to all weapon types, again except Titan's weapons. While in this mode, the Aegis shield regenerates its lost durability to at 4.5% of its capacity per second, and must regenerate to 15,000 capacity regardless of level in order for the shield to be usable. Also, hits resistance doesn't work against Hawk's ability, which is also one of the downsides of this robot. After the introduction of legendary pilot for Fenrir Nicholas Woodenson, even more of these robots came to battlefield because they are relatively cheap version, as it can be produced in workshop, and it has only 3 weapon slots, so if you like cheap but reliable options, you will love this tank. But currently the best pilot for this robot is Bernadette Wolf, which gives Fenrir additional 50% durability. Advantages: 50% resistance when it's in defensive mode, which makes it very tough to kill. Weakness: very vulnerable against Titan weapons and against Hawk robot, which ignores robot resistance. Recommended weapons for it: Devastator Havoc, Nucleon Atomizer, Ember Blaze, Calamity Spark, Glory Corona. Recommended active module: Healing, Advanced Healing. On position number 4 we have a Demeter. Newly introduced robot in Lunar New Year event has climbed through ranks very fast. Within few days all top Champion League hangars are full of it, as it is very fast robot and very unique at this moment, as we did not had anything like this in game till now. The Demeter fills a unique role on the battlefield, sort of a hit-and-run support robot. It performs this by teleporting to an ally and then deploying an impregnable shield, invincible absorber shield, while healing itself and all allies within the shield. But after deactivating its absorber, it's exposed and it's very vulnerable against enemy fire. To try and prevent itself from getting destroyed after its ability expires, the Demeter should teleport to allies where are evenly matched 1v1, 5v1 or something like that, to give its team the edge against the enemy. Also, this robot can be very effective support robot for Titans, providing the cover with its shield and in combination with its legendary pilot Jerry Fortune, giving it additionally 20% damage boost while his ability is on, and friendly robots which are in range of its shield while providing necessary heals for the Titans. Recommended weapons for it: Havoc, Igniter, Cryo, Corona, Pulsar, Scourge. Recommended active module: Phase Shift, Advanced Healing, Healing. So on position number 3 we have a Hawk. Hawk has 2 heavy and 1 light weapon slots and robot which is totally transforming during its flight. So that has uses inbuilt cannon during the flight but can't use his equipped weapons. But important difference between this robot and other robots in game is that strength of its built-in weapon does not depend only on level of robot but also on level of equipped weapons and tier of equipped weapons. Advantages: built-in weapon ignores resistance, so it's very effective against Titans and resistance-based robots. Also during the flight has reflector shield, which partially blocks received damage and redirects some portion of it towards enemies which is shooting at you. Also, reflector shield cannot be mitigated, so it's very effective against Titans which can't damage it, while their weapons like regular resistance robots. But after the update 6.8 and Hawk nerf, it fall down in ranks to this position from the absolutely the best robot in the game. He came to position number 3. The reason is that it no longer has reflective shield while it's taking off and landing, which is a huge problem because it takes off and lands very slow, making him very vulnerable. Also now it deals only 50% of damage comparing to previous stats against regular robots, but it is still very effective to counter Titans as these stats have not changed. Weakness: have a relatively low HP, relatively slow robot, so fast robots can easily outrun it when it lands. Also corrosion based weapons like were recently buffed, and they are very effective against it. And no reflective shield while taking off and landing after the update 6.8. Recommended weapons for it: Devastator Scatter, Nucleon Quaker, Glacier Rime, Hornet Magnetar, Calamity Spark, Ember Blaze, Glory Halo, Volt Gust. Recommended active module: Phase Shift Quantum Radar. On position number 2 we have Ravena. For some time after buffs, this robot was absolutely the best robot in the game. Strong in one-on-one, great beacon holder, fast with a lot of HP, so basically it was all-star robot. With all segments of the game covered, if you are running it, it was totally OP. But after update 6.3 things changed and it was nerfed, so now it can't hold beacons while it is in Transcendence ability, and in general also robot which are using phase shift can't hold the beacons. That change brings a lot of good in this game because people started using many different robots. But for a while we had a Hawk robot as an absolute best robot, so Ravena fell down in ranks for a while. But with the Shell robot coming to the live server and nerf of Hawk, and one of very important things, introduction of sonic weapons, Ravena again became meta robot and now is on position number 2 of best robots in 2021 on my list. Also I recommend this robot in combination with Ravena legendary pilot Arnav Poe, which gives it additional ability charge. Advantages: as I said, this robot is no longer top robot for beacon rush mode, but it is very good robot with a lot of HP, fast, and with 3 medium weapon slots, which makes it still one of meta robots. Still very good in free-for-all and TDM game modes, and also, like I said, after nerf of Hawk and introduction of Shell, it came to the second position, as again it's climbing his ranks in beacon rush mode. But I think that generally this robot is really strong because of recent sonic weapons introduction to the live server, and that they made it again OP robot. Weakness: can't hold the beacon in Transcendence mode anymore, because of that became more vulnerable, because you can't use your ability at the same time and hold beacon. Also after Cryo Store weapons nerf, it's no longer one-shot kill like before, but like I said, sonic weapons changed it again, so again Ravena became one-shot killer, so now it's on second position for year 2021. Recommended weapons for it: Havoc Igniter, Cryo Atomizer, Igniter, Corona, Scourge, Storm. Recommended active modules: Phase Shift, Healing, Advanced Healing. On position number 1 for year 2021, Shell. Shell is a further development of DSC Engineers' defensive concept. The hull is surrounded by durable physical shields, and the special energy core is located in the center. Thanks to this, it's a walking fortress. It can make short sprints to key points, while the excess heat generated by the core can damage and knock back enemies that came close to it. This is his in-game description. The Shell ability is called Atom. Upon activation, the Shell accelerates and opens its shield configuration to reveal its reactor, allowing enemies without splash damage to damage it directly. After 5 seconds, the Shell overloads its core, unleashing an explosion within a 75-meter range. Any enemies caught within this explosion will be knocked back into the air and will receive damage. After the explosion, Shell retracts its shield and enters a 7-second cooldown phase before Atom can be used again. The Shell is essentially a scaled-down version of Arthur. The only noticeable difference are that it has physical shields that wrap all around the robot, and it has a speed boost. It comes with 2 light and 1 heavy hard points, similar to the Arthur's weapon layout. Because of its all-around protection and decent firepower, Shell is an excellent bot for aerial defense and holding capping beacons. I recommend using it with its legendary pilot Linda Kano, which gives this robot speed boost of 30% when ability is activated, and also its ability damage is increased by 10%. Recommended weapons for it: Ember Blaze, Devastator Scatter, Glory Halo, Nucleon Quaker, Glacier Rime. Recommended active modules: phase shift, healing, advanced healing. And now let's say something about best Titan in 2021. The best Titan in 2021 is the Minos. It is a Titan with 3 beta weapon slots. The Minos' primary ability is the charge. When activated, the Minos activates many rocket boosters hidden amongst its hull plating, which dramatically increases its speed for a few seconds. But due to extra speed, the Minos' hull turning ability will be greatly reduced. The Minos also has the Reflector ability. Reflector, once activated, gives Minos protection, which partially blocks received damage and redirects it to the one dealing it. Reflector does not fully protect the Titan, however it cannot be mitigated. The duration is 5 seconds. Any enemy who is inside this magnetic field will be pushed back and will take damage. However, other Titans will not be pushed back, but they will take the damage all the same. This Titan is the strongest one in the game, but in the team play it needs to have a support of Nudens or some other healing robot such as Nightingale or Demeter to support it with heals, while he's attacking enemy beacons. Also, the main problem with this Titan, which is encountering while using it, is being constantly locked and suppressed by enemies. But if you play free-for-all mode, this Titan is definitely the best for that mode. Recommended weapons, Squall and Retaliator. So, that would be it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do it now, as it is totally free and it helps me a lot with this channel. So have a nice day and see you in a new video.